Hello. Today we are going to talk about a common occurrence within the American business culture known as the business meeting. A business meeting can be loosely defined as any gathering, usually consisting of either co-workers and your bosses. If you are invited into a business meeting, you should not be alarmed. They occur quite regularly within the American business culture. In fact, a recent survey by the Ann Berg School of Communication at UCLA and the University of Minnesota's Training and Development Research Center finds that working professionals spend about 40 to 50% of their time in business meetings. With this in mind, today we are going to discuss important information to know before you attend a business meeting. This includes the proper etiquette or behavior while attending the meeting and vocabulary associated with business meetings. When it comes to a business meeting, if you remember the 4 B's, be on time, be prepared, bring a notebook and pen, and be polite, you will be a success. But let's dig deeper into these topics. For business meetings, it's extremely important that you're always on time. While in your culture, a starting time of 8 a.m. may mean that you can still come to a meeting at 8:05 and it will be perfectly okay with your boss. This is not the case in American business culture. 8 a.m. means a firm 8 o'clock start time, and any time after could prove insulting to your boss. So remember, be on time, or even better, come 5 minutes early. Let's move to the second B of be prepared. Meetings are called for a reason. So before the meeting, be sure that you are knowledgeable about the topic so that you can provide useful information during the meeting. The third B is bring a notebook and pen. When you attend a meeting, you should bring a notebook and pen in case you want to write down any information that you might find useful. The fourth B is be polite. It is important to be polite during the business meeting. Polite behavior at a meeting is defined as not interrupting others while they are speaking. It is also considered very rude behavior to argue with your bosses or to fail to pay attention to whomever is speaking. If you remember the 4B suggestions, you will convey the message that you are a professional. Now that we have gone over the behavior for business meetings, let's turn our attention to some of the vocabulary that you might find at a business meeting. We are going to begin by looking at nouns common to the business world. AGM is an abbreviation. An abbreviation is used when letters stand for a larger word. In this case, AGM stands for Annual General Meeting, which is a meeting that meets every year. AOB is another abbreviation that is meant to ask the people at the meeting if there are other things that they would like to talk about that are not planned to be talked about at the meeting. The next word is Board of Directors. The Board of Directors is a group of elected members that decide on how the company will be run. The next word is boardroom. Company meetings are usually held in the boardroom. The boardroom is not a room full of boards. It is in fact usually a large room that has a long table and a lot of chairs around them. If you are interested in seeing a boardroom, please see slide 4 when you are finished with this lecture. The next word is chairperson or chair. The chair or chairperson is what the person running the meeting is called. He or she is like the king or queen of the meeting. The next term to know is corporate America. Corporate America is a term that is used to describe American business culture. The etiquette that we talked about previously are things that one must do to be successful in corporate America. As you can see in the next slide, we are still talking about some more nouns associated with business meetings. The first noun is closing remarks. This describes the chair giving his or her last thoughts of the meeting. Closing remarks are meant to show that the meeting is going to be over shortly. Conference is the next word, and it is defined as a formal meeting. You might also hear the term conference call, which refers to the same thing as a conference, but the people use the phone to meet and do not meet face to face. Consensus is the next word, and it means that people generally agree on things. Meetings are sometimes called to find ways to form a consensus regarding an issue. Co-workers is the next word, and it refers to any individuals that are not your bosses or in management. The next word is an important one. Deadlines refer to due dates. It is important that when given a due date or deadline, that you finish on this date. Failure to finish on due dates can lead to serious problems in corporate America. Formality is the next word and refers to procedures that are often unnecessary but have to be followed due to a rule. Again, it is important to follow all rules given to you because failure to do so can result in you being let go from your job. The next word, as you can see, is an abbreviation, HR. HR is an abbreviation for the Human Resource Department. HR is designed to oversee that all rules and formalities are followed by employees. In addition, it is a place for employees to go should they have any problems with their coworkers or managers. Now that we have spoken about nouns, let's turn our attention to some common verbs that occur in business English. The first verb is accomplish. Accomplish means to succeed in doing something. Meetings are called to accomplish a goal. The second word is address. Address means to deal with or speak on a subject. Business meetings are called to address a problem. The third word is allocate. Allocate means to assign roles or tasks to certain people. Sometimes in meetings, your boss may allocate you to do something. The fourth word is brainstorm. And no, it does not mean a storm in the brain. It in fact means a process in which people think together and gather ideas regarding a topic. In meetings, professionals often brainstorm together. The fifth word is collaborate. Collaborate refers to people working together to accomplish a goal. In the business field, it is common for people to collaborate on projects. The sixth word is designated. Designate is a synonym of assign and allocate. In meetings, bosses often designate roles to their workers. And the final word for this slide is wrap up. And wrap up means to finish. Most people are quite excited when their bosses say they are in the process of wrapping up. Along with wrap up, you may also hear the meeting is wrapped, which also means finish.